Hello and welcome back to somebody on the Football Zone and to a weekend review reviewing the Premier League action from this past weekend. And yeah, a big weekend of Premier League action. So starting off with Wolves against Aston Villa on Friday night. And yeah, what a great win for Wolves this one was. I don't think one that probably many people saw coming. And it was João Gomez in the 61st minute and Gomez in the stoppage time to seal the win. Great teams for Wolves. I think a big win they deserve. But for Villa, I mean, yeah, their top four place is getting a bit dodgy in it. But moving on then to Bournemouth 1, Sunderland 1, and it was Mayenda in the 18th minute who gave Sunderland the lead before Evanilson equalised for Bournemouth in the 63rd minute. And to be honest, quite an evenly matched game here. I'd say one team showed that it was probably the hosts that did so. And yeah, I think they'll probably be disappointed not to come away with all 3 points. But I thought Sunderland at the end, to be fair, defended resolutely. And I think they'll be relatively pleased with their point. So yeah, moving on into Newcastle 2, Everton 3 at St James's Park. A dramatic game. Branthwaite giving Everton a lead in the 19th minute before Ramsey equalised. Beto then made it 2-1. Murphy made it 2-2. But then straight after, Barry made it 3-2. I mean, yeah. Everton, I would say, created the better chances, even if Newcastle had the majority of the game. And, you know, for Newcastle to get the equaliser the second time around and concede again, I mean, yeah, it must have just been infuriating for them and their fans. But a great win, nonetheless, for David Moyes' side. And I think they'll be absolutely delighted with that. Moving on into Liverpool 5, West Ham 2 at Anfield. And yeah, it was Ekitike, Van Dijk and McAllister who gave Liverpool 3-0 lead going into the break before Souček pulled one back. Gakpo made it 4-1. Costanos made it 4-2 before Diasse in goal finally killed the game off. So yeah, quite a dramatic game between those two sides. And to be honest, I thought the scoreline kind of flattered Liverpool. They probably were deserving winners. But yeah, I don't think there was 3 goals of difference between two sides. As we then moved on to possibly one of the games of the season between Burnley and Brentford, who would have thought we'd be saying that? Brentford raced into a 3-0 lead before Burnley made it 3-0 in the 60th minute. They then thought they went 4-3 up through Fleming, but that was disallowed. Damsgaard then made it 4-3 to Brentford in the 93rd minute before Burnley had another goal ruled out by VAR. And yeah, I mean, if you think your luck's down with Burnley, then it certainly is after this, isn't it? But to be honest, I thought Brentford were the best team, but definitely got a huge fright. But it's another big result for Keith Andrews' side, isn't it? Moving on into Leeds 0, Man City 1 at Adam Road. And yeah, it was Semenyo just before half-time with a goal for Man City. And you know what Leeds are like, they're not going to make it easy for you. And I think that's kind of what proved to be the case here. City had most of the game, but, you know, Leeds defended resolutely. And I think it's fair to say that Leeds had their own chances as well last season in this game. So yeah, I don't think you know, there is a lot of encouragement to take from it. I think, yeah, and shows that Man City can be contended with. Moving on into the Sunday action, and we saw Manchester United come from behind to defeat Crystal Palace 2-1. Palace took the lead early on before the goal scorer Lacroix was sent off 56 minutes, and that led to Fernandes from the resulting penalty and Šeško making it 2-1. Yeah, United dominated this game, fully deserving winners, up to 3rd place. Champions League football's looking very good for them all of a sudden, isn't it? And yeah, they'll be absolutely delighted. What a great job Michael Carrick is doing. However, for Spurs, crisis continues. Harry Wilson and Alex Iwobi gave Fulham a 2-0 lead against them within 34 minutes before Richarlison made it 2-1 in the 66th minute. And yeah, Fulham, I mean, dominated this game and were fully deserving winners. And the concern for Tottenham is there just isn't much quality in that squad, is there? And to be honest, is it a relegation squad? I would say quite very possibly it is. But yeah, a disaster looming for them. They need to sort it out and fast. But for Fulham, another great win. Moving on into Brighton 2, Nottingham Forest 1 at the Amex. And yeah, Gomez made it 1-0 in the 6th minute before Gibbs White made it 1-1, 13 minutes on the clock. Welbeck then made it 2-1. And yeah, not a lot to separate the two sides, to be fair. I say, if anything, Brighton just showed the game. So yeah, probably a deserving win for them, but up to 11th. But for Forest, I mean, yeah, West Ham breathing down the neck. I don't know, I'm still very much not convinced by the Pereira appointment. Moving on into Arsenal 2, Chelsea 1. And yeah, Saliba who gave Arsenal lead in the 21st minute before Hincapié scored an own goal just before half-time. Timber then made it 2-1. Neto then sent off 2 yellows in the space of 3 minutes. Very, very poor from him. And Arsenal just about scraped over the line. Once again, it wasn't a dominant performance, but they got it done. I think that's all that matters at this stage of the season. But for Chelsea, I think, disappointing, and yeah, they need to start picking up some points soon, because that Champions League place is looking pretty dodgy.
Anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily football news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.